TJ Oshie, nice enough to join us for a couple of minutes now, a week ahead of participating in that tournament. TJ, great to see you. Where's the golf game at right now? I know you participated in this last year. Look, I mean, some of the guys that play in this thing, they're really, really good. So where's your golf game at right now?
Not a lot of golf being played recently with the broken hand in playoffs there and the typical back stuff. Took a swing at that one.
That's a
not a lot of playing. I was in Maine last week and didn't have my best outing, but I'll be ready to rock next week.
What's it like to play in this tournament? I mean, this is a big one. This is a big one. It's always televised, Golf Channel, NBC, stuff like that. And like you said, we get to see some very familiar hockey names and familiar just sports athletes in general with, I think the Kelseys are participating this year. Charles Barkley is always a staple out there. What is this tournament like for you to play in?
Oh, man, I think this is like for a guy like me, and I'm sure all those other athletes that aren't professional golfers, this is like our Masters weekend, our Masters week. So it's kind of a dream come true to be inside the ropes at a tournament of this caliber. Obviously, American Century does an amazing job, NBC as well, to bring some of the real big dogs in there. So I'm just happy to be there and compete. And I'm watching the Golf Channel just about every week. So to be the guy on TV, if I hit enough good shots, it's really kind of a dream come true.
Hey, Osh, first of all, it's nice to see you back on the golf course. That means your health is getting better, and obviously we all want to see you on the ice. But I'm going to refer back to your moment in 2014 at Sochi. I was one of the coaches. I'm sitting in the stands as a third coach, and we kept calling your name to go on the ice for the shootout. And your poise and your way of being nice and relaxed in that moment tells me that you're not going to be too nervous if you get over a 3-foot putt in this golf thing. But I want to bring you back to, I want you to go back to that moment and just tell the fans what that was like for you to be able to, first of all, be asked to do that so many times, but then to be able to produce it and come up with a big win against Russia in Sochi.
I think just to be asked in that moment against Russia on that stage was pretty flattering after you look at the list of guys that could have shot. So it was very nice to have my number called. And then in the moment, that shootout's something I've done thousands and thousands of times. So I was very confident and not as nervous as maybe I would be on the golf course in the moment. And I think having Quickie back there to make just countless big saves when I wasn't performing or on the two shots that I missed, it gave me that extra boost of confidence to get in there and seal the deal. So that was obviously a very special moment for me in my career, in my life. But to do it with Quickie back there and the other guys on the bench made it that much more special for sure.
And TJ, how's the health, and are Caps fans and hockey fans going to see TJ Oshie back in a Washington Capital uniform this next season?
Well, I'm feeling better for sure. The hand is getting there, which isn't really that big of a concern, but the back is kind of a different story. I'm still grinding away. Going to start really training here soon, and it'll just be a matter of whether or not I can get my body healthy enough to compete when training camp rolls around. So I'd obviously love to keep playing. I still enjoy coming to the rink every day. I feel like I can still hang out there or hang in there with the young bucks out there. So I hope to be back next season. If not, though, super happy and proud of what I've been able to accomplish.
What are you trying to accomplish right now with the back? Because I know that's kind of been an ongoing situation for the last couple of seasons, and it sounds like things haven't quite worked to this point. So what are some of the things you're exploring to try and, make this thing successful for at least a good chunk of time so you can return to the ice?
Yeah, I think right now I'm still reaching out to a number of specialists trying to figure out if there's some type of intervention that we can do surgically, if there's a certain type of training or maybe something that we haven't thought of, which we're running out of, the list is running out for sure on things that we've tried. So I want to be able to come back and compete and not have to worry about injuring my back every 4 or 5 games. I think it's also unfair to my teammates, coaching staff, everyone upstairs if I'm not reliable as a player. And that's something that I've somewhat prided my game after, being very coachable and knowing what I'm supposed to do in every moment, and being a player that my teammates and coaches can rely on. And when you got someone that is a little iffy and isn't 100% health wise, you just don't want to be that burden. So unfortunately, I've tried. I'm not able to change my game. I still love to go in there and make the big hits. And the bigger the guy is that comes at me, it seems like the more I want him to fall down. So I tried to get that out of my game a little bit last year, and it didn't work as well as I had hoped. But yeah, so just trying to get 100% healthy and prevent anything from happening in the future. And if I can get there, I'll be back. If I can't, we'll look at the other options for sure.
Are there other athletes out there that are dealing with a certain back situation like you are, or have in the past, that you can kind of maybe reach out to, consult with? Maybe not just in hockey, other sports that have dealt with something like this?
Yeah, and we're looking at that. I've talked to a couple of NHL players, either still playing, and a couple that aren't playing and dealt with similar things in their career. So exploring every option we can. Like I said, I obviously love the game and can play through a lot of different types of pain, but back pain and not being able to stand is a little different. So we're working on it. We'll keep grinding, and hopefully we can find a solution.
Yeah, TJ, as we get closer to Ovi chasing the Gretzky's record, it's got to be exciting for you, because you probably passed him a lot of those pucks that he ended up shooting in the net to get him this close to it. But as this chase continues, what's it like for a teammate to be part of?
I was probably more the guy that was grinding the puck out of the corner, getting it to Backstrom, and him and Carlson were the guys that were passing it over. But man, what a special human being, what a special player, what an amazing race that he's on here. I mean, I just don't think there was really many people, or if anyone, that ever thought it was possible to have someone even sniff Gretzky's record. So to be a part of it, and I tell him all the time jokingly, but it really is true. It's an honor to be his teammate and be in this era of Alexander Ovechkin. I mean, to say that you're part of that history, whether he gets there or not, is something that you're going to be able to tell your grandkids about, and I'll definitely tell mine and my kids. I mean, my daughter just turned 8. She had a great 8 party, and so you can imagine what the theme was there. So pretty creative on her part, but he's changed so many lives, and of those that he's played with, of people that have been able to watch him, definitely the city of DC. So the guys in the locker room are his biggest fans for him to get to that big number.
Well, TJ, you had the Stanley Cup with Ovi back in 2017-18, but this year you battle through the injuries. You get to 1,000 games. You get to 300 goals. We talked about Ovi milestones. How special were those milestones for yourself?
They were special. The goals are nice. Would have been nice to get a couple more assists. But the 1,000 games is something that's really special to me. When I came into the league with the Kachucks and Koreas and those sorts of players, and you sit there on the bench as a young kid and you see those milestones being made, and when you're younger, I think you just you're a little naive and you think it's just going to happen. You'll just always play forever, and you're going to get to that 1,000. But these last couple of years have shown me how difficult it is to get to quadruple digits, and so that 1,000 number was one of my only real goals that I had set for myself in my career, and I kind of limped into the finish line a little bit. Wasn't even sure if I was going to play on the 1,000th game night, but super proud to get there. The support staff that it takes to get someone to 1,000, not only in the training room, which is huge, in the locker room, but at home with my wife and kids as well, and my family. They're a big part of it too. So that milestone was super special to me.
Certainly is. TJ, we appreciate a couple of minutes of your time. Good luck next week out in Tahoe, and more importantly, from all of us here at the network and in the hockey world, we're wishing for the best possible outcome for your health and your back, because we want to see you back on the ice. You're one of the good guys in the NHL.
Absolutely.
You're fun to watch.
Thank you.
Hit 'em straight.